Good morning students. Today we are going to start the chapter that is Living World Adaptations and Classification of Science subject. Students, we all know that a great variety of plants and animals found on the earth. Can you observe all animals and plants are of same type of all over the earth? The plants or animals which we found in Kashmir are same like the plants and animals which we found in desert region? No. Why it is like that? Because these animals and plants are having their own characteristics to adapt their environment in which they are living. We can easily compare the animal which is living in snowy region and which is living in desert region. So we can find the difference between it. Why it is like that? Because they have their special body parts and special characteristics to suit to their environment. That changes of their body parts and that changes of their characteristics is called as the adaptation. What it is called as adaptation. That means whatever the body parts, whatever the changes are there in their body and characteristics are there in their body, that characteristics, that changes help them to adapt that environment. So what is the meaning of adaptation then? Gradual changes occur in the body parts and also in the behavior of organisms which help them to adjust to their surroundings. Such changes are called as adaptation. What it is that? Gradual changes occur in the body parts and also in the behavior of organisms which help them to adjust to their surroundings. Such changes are called adaptations. For example, in case of polar bear which is living in snowy region, that polar bear is having hairs on its body. Isn't it? Why it is so? Because that hairs protect that polar bear from the cold. That polar bear's hairs protect it from the cold. That is why it has many hairs on its body. That is why that polar bear cannot live in desert region, because the desert region is having the hot climate, isn't it? That is why means this is the adaptation of that polar bear, that it is having the hairs on its body. So that characteristics of that changes in the characteristics of their body parts is called as the adaptation. Now there are many types of adaptation. First of all, we are going to learn about the adaptation in the plants. Adaptation in plants. Now we all know that there are lots of varieties of plants on the earth. The plants living in water, the plants which are growing on land, the plants which are living in snowy region, the plants which are living in desert region, the plants which are growing in grasslands, like this. So first of all, we are going to learn about the adaptation of aquatic plants. Adaptation of aquatic plants. Now what is the meaning of aquatic plants? The plants which are living in or the plants which are growing in water, that are called as the aquatic plants. Now they have their own characteristics to adapt the environment or to adapt the waters, to live in water, isn't it? Which characteristics it has then? Some of aquatic plants are firmly rooted in the soil. Firmly rooted in the soil at the bottom of the water. At the bottom of the water. So that whatever the water current is there, though it is fast, though it is slow, that water current cannot affect on them. That is why some aquatic plants are firmly rooted in the soil at the bottom of the water. Second characteristics is their stems are submerged while leaves and flowers float on the surface. The leaves and flowers are floated on the surface and stems are submerged. Means the stems are somewhat under the water and some above the water surface, and flowers and leaves are above the surface. For example, lotus. Have you seen that the leaves of lotus and flowers are above the surface of the water? Third characteristic is that some plants are entirely afloat and their roots are not anchored in the soil. Means some plants are totally afloat on the water. Their roots are not in the soil, under the water. They are totally float on the water. For example, we can say that algae and that some type of aquatic grasses are there which are afloat on the water. Fourth one is that the surface of leaves and stems of many aquatic plants are covered with a waxy layer. In cases of some aquatic plants, the leaves and flowers the surface of the leaves and flowers are coated with the waxy layer. Waxy layer means what? On that surface of the flowers and leaves, water cannot be there. That water cannot be remain as it is on that surface. It can easily pour down because of that waxy layer. So that if the water is not remain on the leaves, the leaves cannot decay easily, isn't it? Have you seen that lotus leaves? If you have seen that lotus leaves, you can easily understand what is the meaning of waxy layer. Understood? That waxy layer help it to not remain the water or prevent to remain the water on the surface of the leaves and flowers. Another one is that leaves of some aquatic plants are thin and slender like a ribbon. This shape helps them to withstand fast currents of water. Air spaces in stems and petioles of aquatic plants are useful for floating in water. Yes, in some cases of aquatic plants, the leaves are like a needle-like structure they are having, or ribbon-like shape they are having, so that they can easily float on the water and they can easily maintain their balance on the water while the current of the water is fast or either it is slow. They can firmly stand on the water like that. Understood? Now see, air spaces in stems and petioles of aquatic plants are useful for floating in water. There are some air spaces. If you know that I told you last year also that stomata is there on the leaf surface, so that leaves can easily get the oxygen and leave they can get the carbon dioxide and leave the oxygen, isn't it? And also the transpiration of water is possible through that stomata, which are having the small holes on that leaves, isn't it? Then like that, in case of aquatic plants, not only on leaves, stems are also having that small holes. It is called as the petioles. Which help them to float on the water. Because of that things, the leaves and the stems are lightweight, and so that it can easily float on the water. It is not sink in the water. This is all about the aquatic plants. Now you have to write down the answer of the questions, that is, why does water trickle off lotus leaves? This is the first question. Second question is that why don't the leaves of these plants rot in water? Okay, I'll send these questions or homework on the WhatsApp group. Okay.